Hi guys, it's Jessica. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a day in the life video of me taking care of Ashton while he's sick for the first time. So I wanted to share with you guys a few of the products I use and our sick day routine. Hope you enjoy. So to start off my morning, I start off by brushing my teeth and then washing my face. To wash my face, I love to use the Vanity Ultimate Skin Spa Facial Cleansing System. This product's amazing. It helps to get rid of makeup and sweat. It helps to get rid of any dead skin cells, and it comes with 3 different brush heads. One is a cleansing one, one's an exfoliating, and the other is silicone. I love using a gel facial cleanser with it. Right now I'm using Cetaphil. Just so you guys know, there's a 70% discount going on. Check it out on the link above. So last night, Ashton was coughing, sneezing, he had a stuffy nose. He slept well, I didn't. So this morning I woke up a hot mess. The first thing I did was make myself a cup of Papua coffee, which is my favorite. It's non-acidic, non-dehydrating, and detoxifying. It just makes me feel good throughout the day. So for breakfast, I made Ashton scrambled eggs with spinach and turkey. And I also cut up some fruit, some watermelon, strawberries, and organic oranges for my tray outside. These foods are rich in antioxidants such as vitamin C that help battle any illness. Even though I wanted Ashton just to lay in bed and rest today, he was full of energy and he was well enough to play. So I just let him do his thing and I kept a close eye on him. Little kids are good at picking up on their body signals, so they'll slow down when they're really feeling sick. So for lunch, I usually like to make Ashton some chicken with rice and vegetables, but today he didn't have the same appetite. So instead, I'm making him a fruit smoothie. I cut up some strawberries, put some banana. I wanted to make sure the smoothie was full of vitamins and minerals that he needed. I also threw in some blueberries, some whole milk, and I just blend it in the NutriBullet for about a minute. So this is just something light that still gives him all the nutrients and vitamins that he needs, and he loves the flavor. I also made myself some. So he couldn't really drink the smoothie out of this cup, so I went ahead and put it in a big boy cup and just gave him a spoon and let him dig in. He dislikes it so much when I put on this bib, but I couldn't let him make a mess everywhere. He also dislikes it when I try to feed him. He thinks he's so big and independent. But when I let him feed himself, he actually ends up eating a lot more. So after lunch and after he made a huge mess of himself with his shake, I went ahead and I put on a fresh set of clothes. I knew we would be lounging around all day because he's sick, and plus it's cold outside. I don't want him to get more sick. So I put him in some comfy, loungy clothes. I'm putting on a thermal with a hoodie and some comfortable sweats. So since I bathed Ashton last night, I'm not going to be bathing him again this morning. So I have a habit of wiping him down with baby wipes. First I'm wiping down his face and then his hands. I feel like since he was coughing and sneezing so much last night, I just want to clean off all the bacteria. Ashton's forehead was feeling a little warm, so what I like to do is get a fresh wet cloth and put it on his forehead to bring down the temperature. Ashton has a stuffy nose, so I like to use tissue that has lotion in it so his nose doesn't dry up. I also like to take his temperature just to see where he's at. So obviously Ashton doesn't know how to blow his own nose yet, so he gets so stuffed up. I like using the Nose of Frida Snot Sucker. This product works amazing and it gets everything out. It doesn't hurt him, he just doesn't like it. So to help Ashton breathe a little easier, I like to squirt A little bit of saline solution in each nostril a few times a day. It helps loosen up the mucus so it flows out more easily. It's gross but good for getting better faster. So since Ashton does have a small fever and he has a cough, I'm going to be giving him some baby Tylenol. I'm going to be giving him this every 4 to 6 hours. I really like Tylenol and I think it helps. I like giving Ashton liquid Tylenol. The hardest part about giving it to him is actually getting him to take it. So I do have to trick him and it takes me a little while. So I'm gonna try again for the second time to give it to him. The first time he spit it all out and didn't take any of it in. So let's see if I can get him to take it. There you go. So Ashton started to get a little tired. It was getting closer to his nap.
Yeah.
So we just hung around and read a book.
That's the brush. You brush your hair. Yes. Where's the shoes? Where did the shoes go?
The teddy.
Night night.
Night night. Go to sleep.
Yeah.
You gotta sit on it the right way. I like to make sure that I'm keeping Ashton hydrated and that he's drinking plenty of fluids. I mix a little Pedialyte with water and he loves it. As an early snack, I'm gonna go ahead and give Ashton some fruit. I'm cutting up some grapes, giving him some blackberries, and I'm also gonna give him string cheese since he loves it. Getting plenty of fluids is important, especially if your child has a fever. So I'm making sure to give him some fruit since it holds a lot of water content. So after lunch, I could tell Ashton was feeling a little lethargic and tired, so we went down to my bedroom to watch some TV and we played on the iPad for a bit. There's no better medicine than mommy's undivided attention. He just needed a little bit of TLC for mommy. So for lunch and dinner, I'm going to be making Ashton some fresh chicken noodle soup. I went ahead and boiled some chicken and threw in the chicken broth. Chicken noodle soup is not only delicious and soothing, Ashton loves it, and it also has the ingredients that can help reduce inflammation and promote youth. It has all the vegetables needed to boost his nutrition and increase his energy so he can recover. So I went ahead and I threw in a bunch of vegetables, some celery, peas, carrots. I also added some potatoes. Since Ashton has a stuffy nose and a small fever, chicken noodle soup is great for him because it acts as a vaporizer, loosening all the mucus he has in his nose.
Why did you bring this all the way over here? You want to sit down? Here, you brought all this over here. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay.
So at some point throughout the day, I like to take the same steps. I like to use a nasal aspirator this time to clean out Ashton's nose. Then I use Kleenex that have lotion to just wipe off any snot that came out. Then I like to use Little Remedies saline drops just to loosen any mucus that he has in his nose. He hates it. I always struggle, but I always get the job done. Next, I like to give him Highlands Baby Tiny Cold Tablets. I give him 1 tablet a day. I just put it in his mouth and it dissolves. These are great. They help with congestion.
Blow on it.
So around 2 p.m. we usually have lunch. Today I'm giving Ashton the chicken noodle soup that I cooked.
Yes, yes, yes. Mommy's gonna give you some. Mom, give me some.
Thank goodness Ashton loves his chicken noodle soup. He's eating away. I really hope he gets better. Around 7 p.m. every night, I take Ashton a bath. I feel like, especially when he's sick, a warm bath is going to soothe him, it's going to help ease any aches and pains, and the steam from the warm water is going to help clear any congestion. I make sure the water is warm and I steam up the whole restroom.
Hey, put him on the wall.
So I know every parent has their own preference. When Ashton's sick, I prefer to bathe him every night instead of every other night. I feel like a bath is good for him and makes him happy, and I feel like it will even help reduce his fever. I also know some parents prefer to bathe their kids in the morning instead of the night, but we love bathing at night and going to bed clean. So before Ashton goes to sleep, I like to put Vicks Baby Rub on his upper chest, on the bottom of both feet, and then I put socks on so it absorbs it better. This helps the coughing and it helps him sleep better. I also like to put some on the top of his lip, like right below his nose, on his upper forehead, and this just works great. Next, I like to use the thermometer just to check his temperature again and see where he's at. Not just when Ashton's sick, but every night I like to make sure he sleeps with a onesie underneath his pajamas. I also like to make sure he sleeps with a very warm onesie. My house is super cold and it's cold outside. I don't want him getting more sick. Plus, he hates sleeping with blankets, so he always kicks them off. Every night, Ashton brushes his teeth. It's his favorite thing to do. Before bed, we also put in some nasal drops in each nose to thin out the mucus and clear congestion. I also like to put Vaseline on the tip of his nose to avoid any dryness. And lastly, I like to give him some Tylenol before he goes to bed. When it's Ashton's bedtime, I like to set the humidifier. I use vapor pads in this Vicks humidifier, and it's a cold mist humidifier. It helps keep the air moist and ease congestion. At 8 p.m., I put Ashton to bed. I warm up his bottle and lay down with him. I feel like tonight he just needs to know Mommy loves him. We talk. I feel like my voice just helps relax and soothe him. At night, I like to make sure that his head is slightly elevated to make sure he's breathing easier, and I like to play his baby melody. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.